Sharks and rays, revered by some, misunderstood by others. Though they've survived since before the time of dinosaurs, today these ocean treasures are threatened by a deadly predator, us, humans. We kill tens of millions of sharks and rays every single year. We simply catch way too many. And now over 1/3 of more than 1,200 species are facing extinction. The collapse of shark and ray populations is already having far worse consequences than you might imagine. Marine environments need healthy shark and ray populations to thrive. By keeping ecosystems in balance, sharks and rays also support the livelihoods of hundreds of millions of people who depend on the ocean. But there is still hope. We now have a narrow opportunity to turn things around and bring sharks and rays back from the brink. The Shark and Ray Recovery Initiative, known as SARRI, aims to scale recovery efforts.
A number of years ago, a few of us became very concerned about the increasing number of species threatened with extinction, and came together to form SARRI, which is a very targeted response to the shark and ray extinction crisis.
SARRI is one of those initiatives that comes along occasionally that you can see has great potential. And so as a marine biologist and somebody who's worked on sharks for a long time, this is an initiative that I can get really excited about. I can see that it's going to make the difference that we need to help turn around the declines of our sharks and rays.
It aims to show that some of the most threatened species can be recovered in some of the last remaining places where they are still existing.
I think the most exciting thing about this partnership is really working with the leading experts around the world. Together, we cover much of the world where shark and ray conservation is needed most.
Led by top conservationists and scientists, SARRI aims to start by recovering at least 8 of the most threatened shark and ray populations in their last global refuges by 2030.
This initiative is looking to give sharks and rays the level of protection they need if they are to survive.
SARRI and partners will create comprehensive recovery plans, including shark recovery zones, to protect critical habitats.
By putting in spatial protections for fishing, we can actually start to recover populations. We're going to protect where they live, but also make sure that the conditions are right in the areas around them to enable those populations to grow.
We really will be identifying the most important spatial measures that have been put in place for sharks and rays to date anywhere in the world. We can find populations of some of the most threatened shark and ray species that can be recovered during this initiative's lifetime.
These will be enhanced by other measures and propelled by strong local community engagement.
We're looking at this being, something that not only the sharks can benefit from, but also the people that use the ocean as well.
SARRI is a toolbox and a particular approach, but much more than that, it aims to be a learning platform where a community can come together to learn from one another about how to recover populations and then to deploy that expertise in their own countries.
SARRI will create a blueprint for recovering the most threatened sharks and rays where support is needed most. To have impact on a global scale, SARRI has been designed to inspire and build expertise to catalyze a broader wave of recovery efforts. We're providing a set of scalable solutions that could be rapidly deployed in multiple places for multiple species.
Trying to prevent species going extinct when so many are critically endangered already is a huge undertaking and will require a massive collaboration to be successful.
We're talking about hundreds and hundreds of species that have a high risk of extinction.
If we don't get this right, we could lose sharks and rays in the coming decades. They're too vulnerable, they're disappearing too quickly, and they need these large protected areas with effective management now.
We call on all conservationists, researchers, marine tourism operators, local authorities, coastal communities, and really anybody serious about recovering sharks and rays to get involved in this urgent recovery mission. We can't do this without you. Everybody can play a part.
Contact us to get involved. You'll get free access to tools, resources, and a global community of experts. SARRI is here to support practitioners working to recover sharks and rays. Let's join forces. Sharks and rays need us now. There's no time to lose.